Hi, everybody, and welcome to the last episode of anything I'll be uploading via SHAREfactory. As you may or may not know, SHAREfactory sucks major dick due to its huge limitations compared to, like, a monkey wielding a potato that has an eye for software. I'm serious. SHAREfactory's clip limits are butthole. Anyway, I've been sitting on this video for quite a while. It's a little bit rough, but you know, it's old. It's made from back when I didn't know dick all squat about basically anything with regards to the YouTubans. So sit back, enjoy, and yeah. Alright, welcome to episode 2 of maybe episode 1.5. I don't really know about the timing shit yet. We're gonna get that down. Should probably try not to swear so much. Anyway, this is the map. This, man, honestly, just this brings back nostalgia for me. Like, looking at, God, was it early game guides or early internet guides? It was so long ago, I can't even remember where the technology was at. And just being like, the golden bolt's off in this little penis nook on the left, and then you go over there and you're like, shit, I have no idea where it is, even though it's supposedly right here. And then you're like looking around and you get really frustrated, and then you go on the internet and then you find out you have to jump up that stupid mossy ledge. Anyway, golden bolts are fun. Oh, level 28 Pyrocitor. The Pyrocitor kinda reminds me of like the dragon breath guns from Princess Mononoke. They had the ones that shot the fire blast, right? Or am I just making shit up? It's all good, it's all good. His Pyrocitor was not as good as my jumpy Pyrocitor. Sand sharks are hilarious. They're freaking mouths with legs and fins. And really bad teeth. My God. Let's get them some orthodontia. We'll start a GoFundMe. Sand shark orthodontia. And we'll make it seem all sympathetic, and we'll play Sarah McLachlan, and we'll capitalize on everybody's lack of researching topics before they put their money to it. Everybody knows the sand sharks need orthodontia to interact with their other socially awkward orthodontia needing creatures. And at this point, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you should go look up the Kickstarter for the fake tongue to help you lick your cat. People have put money towards it. And I'm pretty sure it was made with the intent of seeing how many stupid people they could get to upload videos of them using these giant silicone tongues to lick their cat. I'm like 99% sure it's just BARD level trolling. Which is, what are you wondering? Okay, what is BARD level trolling? I'm gonna start this, you know, put this on the internet instead of just telling my friends about it. BARD level, oh, hold on, I'm talking over them. Anyway, BARD level trolling. BARD level trolling is when you get paid to mess with someone. Which is, I mean, this cat thing is an excellent example. Like, probably costs like, what, 10 cents to make one of those stupid cat tongues? Mass produced out of silicone in some, you know, Chinese factory or whatever. Who cares? It doesn't need to be FDA approved. You're not eating it even if you're sticking it in your freaking mouth. Idiots. Anyway, at least silicone's inert and probably won't kill you, even if it was made in factory in China. Anyway, BARD level trolling is, you know, I'll use the personal example that basically started this whole thing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oops. I didn't know that was a moving platform. Okay, we're getting a little off topic. Well, I kind of want to reconnect the whole BARD level trolling thing back to the cat, because man, that is such a hilarious example. These people you know, they make this whole, you know, legit looking webpage that's like, you need to like interact with your cat with this silicone tongue, and then all the crazy cat ladies are like, yeah, I could be a cat. And they're just like laughing all the way to the bank because you look ridiculous, and that's entirely unnecessary. Just go buy a cat brush. It's like $2 to $10 depending on what kind of cat brush you need at anywhere really. Amazon, the pet stores, any of that crap. $2 brush, basic, and then you don't have to be all cricking your neck and stuff to lick a cat. You look at, talk about next level crazy cat lady stuff right there. Anyway, moving on before some insane lawsuit comes out of nowhere to talk about how I'm friggin' slandering them. Good God, that's the world we live in. Oh man, actually now that I mention that, I'm kind of afraid this is not slander people. This is simply my interpretation of me seeing someone put a silicone cat tongue in their mouth and interact with their cat with it. This is my take on seeing someone do that, okay? This is one guy's opinion of seeing insanity. Oh, just kidding. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to edit that out. I don't know. Jesus. It's not insane to do it. It's just so weird to pay for it. I have a brush in this drawer right here. Alright, now at this point we're just ranting about cat tongues. Moving on to my personal experience about BARD level trolling. I was playing some Elder Scrolls Online. Fun game. Fun game that people often forget is about community and not, you know, amassing copious amounts of gold. People forget that. Oh wow, that is a stupid easy gold bolt to find. Wow, okay. Jump in the pool and then dive to get gold bolt. Well, I mean, if they're all gonna be that easy. Oh, I mean, that was controller awkwardness. Everybody, I rebound X to left click stick, but the whole surfacing thing is something I've been having trouble with. Oh, apparently, if you die having collected it, you don't need to collect it again. Fun fact. All right, bolt find number 1. We will have. Wow, this game is making it really hard to talk about my personal experience with BARD level trolling because there's just so much awesomeness to also talk about. Anyway, playing some ESO. Just basically crafting in the main, you know, novice level town, minding my own business. When I hear this, you know, perfectly reasonable sounding individual hop on the mic and be like, hey everybody, don't trust these guys here. We let them into our guild and they emptied out our guild bank. And then, you know, I hear some perfectly snotty sounding individual hop on the mic and go, nobody cares, we blah blah blah, stole everything from you because you're a bunch of schmucky guys. And so I'm like not gonna let this perfectly reasonable individual go unaided in his quest to do the right thing. So I scramble to find my mic, plug it in, throw it on, and just be like, I care, man. Like, thank you for telling me this is the kind of stuff our community needs to know about. Can't be letting schmuckety schmucks in the bank, even if, well, frankly, my guild bank is always open because I don't put anything in there I'm afraid of losing. We had our guild bank cleared out. All I did was demote the guy and be like, hey, dick move, man. Nobody cared though, because we weren't trying to save hordes and hordes of stuff to help the noobs, which seemed to be this guy's problem, which really made me annoyed. Anyway, so I hop on the mic to say I don't care, and you know, perfectly snotty guy gets really defensive. And all of a sudden I assume his cohort gets defensive too, and this guy starts hopping on the mic. And oh man, just immediately apparent that this, now that I'm like actually thinking about the situation, this kid couldn't be more than like 8. And I'm like, wow, dude, like you're already off to a bad start. And then what I assume is his older brother hops on, who I assume is the one that was really pulling all the strings, because he starts talking and I can hear his younger brother screaming awful suggestions in the background. And anyway, so I just immediately start laying into him about being a horrible role model in front of what is essentially someone he should care about the development of. And so he starts getting even more defensive than Senor Snotty Nobody Cares. And so I, of course, continued to eat at him for being a bad role model, to which he has no other response other than to accuse me of being the whitest guy ever? Like what? Well, I don't know what that had to do with anything. Some like, wasn't really sure how to handle that. It was kind of weird. But somehow he gets to starting to talk about white meat. Because if you play any ESO, you know that that's an ingredient for making food. And so we're talking about white meat and stuff. He's like, got any white meat? And I'm like, nah, bro, I am fresh out of white meat. And so him thinking he's making, you know, a funny white meat joke is coming at me, and he literally gives me white meat and a bow. I'm like a level 14 Khajiit or something, because all my really good stuff's on PlayStation and I'm on my Xbox account, which probably not allowed. I don't know, whatever. Like, I was playing with my homie. I don't play much on either of them, to be honest. The game's fun in spurts. Anyway, so he gives me this white meat and a bow, which, you know, I assume he took from their vault. Whatever. And I'm like, oh man, you know, thanks for all this stuff, but like, do you have any game? Because, you know, another ingredient, but I'm obviously trying to get ahead of his goat a little bit more, using as many food puns as I can pack into the whole thing, really, because, God, there's a lot of ripe food puns in that game. I think he like understood that I was jocking him and being like, your ability to like get at me is really bad, because all you could fall back to when I'm like making legitimate points about how you're a terrible role model is how I'm the whitest guy ever. Like, ouch, you're not working out here, man. Anyway, you got any game? So he goes in his inventory, gives me the trade menu, looks around for a bit, and was like, nah, I don't have any game. And I was like, that's a shame, but I kind of had a feeling you didn't have any game. Come back when you do, because I'm fresh out myself. I could always use more game. And so basically, to set the picture of how this whole dialogue is going down, is I'm a Khajiit Black Panther sitting on a stump strumming a lute, which brings me to BARD level trolling. I'm sitting there literally being a bard, jocking this guy, and in the end I come up with more stuff. So BARD level trolling, people paying you to fuck with them. And I totally just talked through whatever they just said, and we'll probably have to get back to it once I've saved and uploaded this video. My God, I get the feeling that it's going to be a lot of jibber jabber. The flow of consciousness is real with this one. Plus, I mean, at the end of the day, holy crap, talking about one thing and then playing a game as beautiful as this makes you jibber jabber. Makes you appreciate the next gen ones and zeros that are packing onto your screen. Did he give me the boots for this? No. Oh, this is what I get for jibber jabbering. Oh man. Might as well just sit here and appreciate the map for half a tick. collect this ammo and end episode 2, a discussion about BARD level trolling in Flow of Consciousness Major. If anybody who ever watches this wants to write me a song called Flow of Consciousness Major, I would love to put it in all of my videos. I love you guys.